Hey there, welcome to Loading Screens. Tim here. Today's Monday, which means it is news day. The way I want to do this is I'm going to start off with some news of last week, kind of some big stories, hit some highlights. Then I'm going to move on to new releases of the week, and then after that I'm going to talk a little bit about what I plan on doing for the channel the coming up week. So starting off, the big news story of this week is, of course, the Xbox One launched. That, combined with the PS4, means the console wars are back on. Yeah, can't wait for more of that mess. From all accounts, the launch of both consoles have been actually fairly successful. I haven't heard of anything catching on fire or exploding or burning to death. So that's good on both of them, because I can't imagine how difficult it would be to put out that much hardware in such a short period of time. And speaking of numbers, Microsoft released their numbers. They said they sold over 1 million consoles worldwide, which is very similar to Sony's saying they sold 1 million consoles, except they did it in the US alone. But that's the only location the PS4 is actually out in, so take from that what you will. From my experiences, both consoles have been incredibly hard to find after the launch day. We haven't gotten any in around the area that I know of, and if you already have one, good on you, and I hate you so much. Moving on, the second the second news story of the week is John Carmack, formerly of id Software, has left and moved on to Oculus VR. If you don't know who John Carmack is, or if you're not someone who pays attention to the industry a whole lot, he was the co-founder of id Software, the people what made Doom and Quake, and kind of the, I don't want to call them modern first-person shooters, but the precursors to the modern first-person shooters that people know and love today. He was doing kind of double duty at id Software and also on Oculus, and he decided to cut all ties with id and move on to do Oculus full-time. And if you don't know what the Oculus is, it's basically a VR headset, a virtual reality headset that is coming out soon, hopefully, and it looks amazing. And I'm incredibly excited about it, and even more so now that Mr. Carmack is over there with them working on it, because I would not trust another human being with the Oculus like I would with John Carmack. So good on them. He will be missed in the games world, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot of him when the Oculus actually comes out to mainstream markets. Alright, let's move on to new releases. Guess what? There's not a whole lot coming out anymore, guys. Kind of the end of the year. This always happens. Sucks. Alright, first off, and this is all courtesy of Giant Bomb. Thank you guys so much for your lovely databases. Wise, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Memories of Selketa. I don't know what that is. I assume it's going to be like an action RPG, like all the Wise, whatever games are. It comes out on Vita and PlayStation Network. Saint Seiya, Brave Soldiers. No idea what that is either. A bunch of weird Japanese games. PlayStation 3 Network. Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. I've actually heard of that, and heard it's actually pretty good. PlayStation 3 Network. Metal Gear Solid VR Mission. It's a PS1 classic. If you're not familiar with it, it's kind of a weird offshoot side story to the Metal Gear Solid main franchise. Pretty much it's just like a bunch of single missions. It's not really a story-based thing. It's pretty hard, but it's actually kind of fun. That's on the PlayStation 3 Network. Painkiller Hell and Damnation. Also coming out on PlayStation 3. Flow, which I assume is the HD remake of Flow, like the Flower and Journey before that. That comes out on PlayStation Network and PS4. And Escape Plan comes out on PS4. Cool. But fuck all that. Ain't got time for that console mess. You know what's the big news? Professional Farming Simulator 2014 coming out this week. I know, I can't fucking wait. My farm has been far too unprofessional of late, and it's time to fix that. So probably gonna I might actually get that game, because the 2013 was surprisingly robust and not an awful game by all accounts. So that's kind of it for new releases, and that's kind of it for new releases for the rest of the year. There's probably some stuff coming out on PC, some small stuff, and I think the Wii Fit U is coming out. I'm not sure the exact title of that, before the end of the year. But other than that, dudes, I'm sorry, it's going to be a long time before actual games come out. And after all that, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I want to do with the channel this week. So, I promise, I swear to you, that I will save those stupid Kerbal from the moon. I've been kind of pecking away at it slowly but slowly, and it is really difficult. That game is a hard game to play and to get especially in the career mode where you don't really have anything unlocked. But making some progress, so hopefully by the end of this week I will have at least one video up showing me rescuing at least one of those cripple knots. We'll see. Other than that, not much planned yet. I really want to try to find some smaller games to just kind of do quick looks of, to, you know, say, hey, check out this game, it's kind of interesting, or this game's kind of dumb, which is cool. If you have any suggestions or recommendations on that, please leave it below in the comments. I would love to check out any games, especially if you're working on one. If you're working on a game and you want me to look at it, yes, just drop that below and I'd be happy to. And hell, we might even set up an interview so you can talk about your game. Anything, dude. That, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to make PlanetSide 2 interesting to the viewer, and it's very difficult. I think I want to try to do like a warlog type deal, but I just can't quite figure out how to do that without looking like a complete jackass, more so. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So if you got any questions, comments, if you like me, if you hate me, let me know. Drop a comment below, and if you want to see more of this cool, awesome content, my beautiful face, watch me play some actual video games, please like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep doing this. I appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye!